Well, I guess we can start with who I am, which is I am David Moore, but a lot of people probably don't realize that I actually am adopted. And when I was born, my name was Timothy Blaze. So on October 1st, 1980, I came into this world as Timothy Blaze. I was born in St. Louis, Missouri, to a young mother. She would eventually put me up for adoption shortly after birth, and within 3 months, I was adopted by a lovely couple who lived in southeast Missouri. From then, I would grow up on a farm and kind of learn that kind of a life, and I ended up having a younger brother who was also adopted when I was about 5 years old. When I was about 9, my parents actually sat me down and kind of explained to me that I was adopted, and they kind of told me how that worked, and I took it surprisingly well for a 9-year-old, but I kind of was nervous about telling some of my friends at school because I wasn't 100% sure that they would accept me. Maybe I would be like an outsider. There was some hesitation for me to tell any of my friends at school, but I did decide one day when I got to school that I would tell a couple of my classmates, and surprisingly they were like really cool with it, and I kind of felt like being the new kid at school again. So kind of fast forward to 2017. I'm married. I have 2 girls, one of which is my own, and I have a good job. I've got we have a nice home and a loving family, but I just kind of felt like there was something in my life that was missing, and I just decided that I wanted to try to find my birth mother. I thought that would maybe kind of fill the void that I was feeling in my life. So sitting at work, I'm browsing through the internet, and I come across this website called adopted.com. So I get on there and I'm checking it out, and I figure I'll just buy a membership and put in my information and see if I have any matches. Kind of waited. A little bit of time went by. I had a couple responses from a few of the matches that I had, and I also noticed that I have a message in my email saying that I have a message on the adopted.com website. So I pull it up, and I'm looking through it, and it's from a woman named Nancy, who knows that she gave birth at St. Mary's Hospital in St. Louis, which is where I was born. She knew the date was October 1st, and I had also stated in a brief message that I had sent the few matches that I had that I knew that I was probably born to a younger couple, and she did state that her and my birth father were younger at the time, so it could be considered that they were younger. So at the same time I'm reading this, I actually have my mom on the phone, my adopted mom, and she's kind of giving me some information. And so the information she's giving me and the information that I'm reading from this Nancy on the adopted.com website is pretty much matching 100%. So I kind of almost fall out of my chair, because at that point I realized that this message I'm reading is from my actual birth mother. So over the last month or so, Nancy and I have been in contact via email, and we've emailed 2 or 3 times a day at least for the last 30 days. So we have a pretty long thread of messages going on, but I'm really excited to meet her. I just can't wait to hug her and thank her and just reassure her that I've had a good life. And I know it must have been hard for her to do what she did, but I've never stopped loving her over the years. Even though I never knew her, I have literally loved a stranger my entire life. So today I will meet her.
Finally! My nerves are shot. Oh, wait, you don't know how many times that we came and opened the elevator door and it wasn't you guys.
I know.
That's finally.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. How are you?
I'm well. I'm good.
Good. Well, I've got to know you quite a bit through your wife.
Oh, I'm sure.
I feel like I know you already.
I'm sure.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's wonderful. need a drink of water.
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, I was just pacing that floor waiting.
I know. Leading up to today, I've been able to keep myself, fairly busy. So, but when I woke up this morning, I was feeling nervous, excited, a lot of emotions. So, wasn't really sure how to feel leading up to seeing her for the first time.
Wow. Kind of like, wow. At last,
I think when we finally do get a chance to meet, I think the emotions are going to be pretty high, and I expect her to be very happy, and I know she'll probably be overcome with emotion.
The reality of everything became real.
But I know this is something that she's been looking forward to, as have I, for many years, so I think it's going to be a really special thing when we do finally meet.
I felt like awake, like everything had come full circle. Like, wow, all that really did happen. This is a real person out there. He does exist. It's not just in my memory, it's real.
That's my dad.
Oh, wow, okay. You have my nose a little bit.
Yeah.
It's in the pictures, yeah. A little bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was the first day of school. That was when I was going to St. Vincent, because you had to wear.
Yeah, uniform.
That would have probably been first grade.
Well-
So I went kindergarten, first grade.
Okay, but yeah, so your birthday being in October, were you 6 when you started, maybe?
I think I might have actually been a year older than that, because I think a lot of people that were always a class above me, like I was the same age as them.
Okay.
So I may have started a year later.
Speaking of, I was like, I have a couple pictures in my car from when you were with your foster family. But speaking of which, my parking meter is really run out. I'm not saying you ever doubted, that you wanted something, but I'm sure when you saw your picture, like, oh my God, yeah, we just kept yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I tell you, yeah, wow. Yeah. Fish is cute.
When I realized that I had found her on the website, and that was her, it was I literally almost fell out of my chair, because I couldn't believe that it had turned out to be that easy, but not that easy to find her. But I was in awe. I mean, shock that I had put in the work to find her, and it's like a needle in a haystack. And so I was just overcome with emotion, happiness.